Hello and welcome back. It's Mark from Mastalski Coaching Consulting. Today I'm talking about my top 10 tips for high school seniors. Now a lot of people think senior year is all about senioritis, but actually that's just a part of it. There's a ton of emotion that goes into senior year, not only for the student, but also for the family and parents. Parents, you can have an extreme sense of pride because you know that your student is nearing this really important milestone in their life. But it can also bring about anxiety and stress because you probably know that there's some big changes on the horizon. For students, you're getting ready for graduation. You know that that's a big day, but also keep in mind that there's a reason they call it commencement. Commencement really means a beginning or a start, and it's really the start of your adult life. So let's talk about what are the top 10 tips for you to keep in mind as you transition from high school into college. So number one, remember, you've spent all this time creating your college list. Keep that handy. Your college list is what's really going to be a big driver at this point. These are the schools that you've defined and selected for yourself based on a low chance of admission, a good chance of admission, and a very good chance of admission. Remember, these are the schools that you should feel confident in, and regardless, you should feel excited about them. Don't have a school on your college list at this point that you would simply not accept going to. Number 9, finish strong. Don't let your grades slip. Stay involved in leadership activities. Demonstrate the good behaviors and attitudes that are going to carry you into your college year. Number 8, stay organized. You've heard me say this before. Again, if you haven't already, make sure that you stay organized. In fact, for every student who works with me through my College Bound Success programs, you'll get a flip check journal. The flip check journal is a great way to stay organized and journal your thoughts and create action-oriented checklists so you're on top of things. Number 7, think about how you're going to apply. What I mean by that is, are you going to apply using early decision? This is just one way that schools are really putting some pressure on students to apply before the standard application times. There are pros and cons to applying early decision. I invite you to simply think about, is that really the best choice for you? One of the downsides of early decision is that if you are really concerned about financial aid packages and being able to compare financial aid packages from different schools, unfortunately, you just will not be able to do that if you apply early decision. Number 6, plan campus visits, again, if possible. These can be super fun and a great way to continue to understand the college that you might be calling your new home for the next 4 years. Number 5, prepare for the FAFSA and perhaps the CSS profile in order to maximize your aid. Now, the FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and it will open on October 1st of every year. However, I suggest don't apply for it on the first day because usually there's high demand and glitches. Wait until 2 or 3 weeks, but applying for the FAFSA in middle to late October is completely fine. Some schools will also require you to submit what's called a CSS profile. This is a form that is administered through the College Board. And if you want to learn more about the schools that use the CSS profile, go ahead and check out my blog below where I have a link to those schools. Number 4, getting serious about scholarships. Scholarships, remember, every dollar you bring in is one less dollar that has to come out of your pocket or maybe even through student loans. A $500 scholarship is $500. So take the time and apply for scholarships that make sense for you. Number 3, Follow and understand key deadlines. Unfortunately, too many students get behind, and sometimes they see deadlines come and go. There's going to be a lot of deadlines coming up in your senior year, so make sure, again, if you have 10 schools on your list, remember that each one might have different deadlines for when you need to apply or when you need to apply for scholarships and all kinds of things. So make sure you're tracking what all schools on your college list have for deadlines. Number 2, so maybe you've taken the SAT or the ACT in your senior year, you may want to take it again. This is an opportunity that if you can improve on your scores, this might be one way for you to actually get some more merit money. So talk to your counselor, look at information about your schools and where you fall within their test scores. Even though many schools are test optional, really having some solid test scores can be beneficial for you. And number 1, no surprise here, I've said it before and I'll continue to say it, have fun and celebrate. Okay, you can see the finish line from here and you will cross it before you know it. So soak up your final year and enjoy it. Soon you're going to have your high school diploma in hand and you'll be on to new and exciting adventures. My last comment for students is remember that at this time, you're not the only one feeling stress and maybe anxiety. Your parents and your families are most likely going through the same thing. They may not be going off to college, but they're going to be feeling significant emotion, and this can play out in different ways. Okay? Acknowledge and understand that those emotions can be high and lead to stress and anxiety around the dinner table. So acknowledge and accept this, that what your family is feeling are big emotions too. You're all in this together. So support your family just as you want them to support you. That's it. That's my top 10 for high school seniors. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, if you ever have any questions, you can reach me at mastalskicoaching.com.